Hey YouTube, it is me. So, I wanted to upload a video about this whole Wombtube thing. I actually kind of like the name. I think it's kind of cute. However, it's being used in such a derogatory way that I just can't enjoy it. So, I hope at some point in the future we are able to take that name and make it something that we all can enjoy and, you know, be proud of, to be a part of that community. I, for one, am proud to be a part of this community, but I'm not proud about the way they are portraying us as people and as women. It's being portrayed as though we are these crazy lunatic women who don't tell their family or even their husbands anything that's going on, and, you know, putting way too much information out there and yada yada. I, for one, don't think there's a whole lot in this world that really is TMI. Now, if you're telling me that, hey, my favorite way to do this is this, and we do it at this time of day, that might be a little bit too much, especially if I know you. However, if I'm telling you, hey, we're trying to conceive, and this is what we're doing, and this is whatever, that's not too much information. When did trying and sex and pregnancy becomes such taboo, horrible, dirty things? I just don't understand it. You know, sex is something everybody does. It's a very natural thing. Now, would I want my 14-year-old watching these videos about how women are getting pregnant? No. But they're gonna watch videos that are way worse. And it's not like, you know, most of us are adults that are trying in a very steady relationship of some sort, whether it's a partner, whether it's gay, straight, lesbian, marriage, none of the above. You know, it's not a bunch of teenagers that are trying to get pregnant. Granted, there are some teenagers that are pregnant already doing YouTube videos, which I say more power to them, because they don't have a lot of people around them who know what they're going through and what it's like to be pregnant and have all those issues that they are now going through, that their mom is, you know, hasn't been through that in years and years, and their friends obviously don't know anything about it. So this is a great source of support for them. It's a great source of support for us who are trying to conceive and haven't yet gotten the BFP, or, you know, those of us who don't have a lot of people pregnant around us, that, you know, this community gives us people to talk to that are going through similar situations. It gives us people to root for and people that are in our corner, when most of the time we don't get that. I don't know about you, but I don't go around talking to my friends and be like, oh my god, the egg white CM today is crazy, I'm so excited, we're gonna go home and have sex. I can't do that with my friend. Just be like, call them up, hey, so my temp spiked this morning. Nobody's going to care. The only people that care, that I have noticed, are watching my YouTube videos or reading my blog. So I think it's ridiculous to say that nobody cares about these videos and who wants to see them, because there's a lot of us that want to. And it's not it's not something that we're oversharing and being crazy about. You know, it's not like I'm telling you what position we're having sex in. I'm telling you the things that I can't talk to other people about, really, because they're not in similar situations. They're not going through the same things I'm going through. And I'm not telling people that we're going through infertility, because then the questions and the misunderstanding and the horrible comments come. I've been through that, and I don't want to do it again. I hated the comments of, oh, you're doing this? Like, why? What's wrong with you? Oh, so you can't have kids? Maybe it's the way God wants it. Really? Really? I just don't understand that. So, this whole thing is kind of being blown out of proportion, and I'm amazed that it's all just happening, because some of the people who have been on here for years, it's not a brand new concept, it's not a brand new idea, you know, and I feel like porn, which I'm not saying anything against, is far more TMI, is far more overshare than me making a video about, hey, I'm trying to conceive and I want some friends who are going through the same things. Somebody to understand the position in life I am in. I don't think that's so much to ask. Now, the whole eHarmony thing. I don't see how this is so much different than eHarmony. Sure, I'm talking about my cervical mucus. Okay. If you're a little bit squeamish, I can see how that can be irritating, but then don't watch my videos. Watch somebody else's videos that doesn't talk about CM. I think eHarmony is ridiculous. I know it works for some people, which is why I don't say anything against it most of the time, because it works for some people. This works for me. And I don't see how I should be persecuted more than, you know, the next person who does eHarmony because I'm making a video about how I want to have a baby. That should not be a taboo thing. I should not have to hide my pregnancy and my want to have a child. I shouldn't have to do that. But in our society, pregnancy is not something most people want to hear about unless you're going through all the, oh, my baby's kicking and I love it. You know, sometimes those kids hurt, but nobody wants to hear about, oh, the baby's in my ribs and ouch. You know, nobody wants to hear that part. They want to hear the, oh, I'm loving my pregnancy and feeling her inside of me is so cute and so cool and whatever, yada yada. That's all they want to hear. They don't want to hear about the morning sickness or the backaches or the round ligament pain. They don't want to hear about your worries that you're going to take a shit on the delivery table. They don't want to hear about, you know, your worries about this is the first 3 months and blah, blah, blah. You know, but here we can talk about those things. We can talk about all of the things we're worried about, all the things that, you know, our doctors have said to try and swap things that, you know, maybe I wouldn't have thought of the whole maca root and somebody's doctor had suggested it, so I can talk to my doctor about it. You know, that's a great resource, and it's a whole hell of a lot better than Dr. Google. So the whole negative portrayal on us through this Wombtube stuff is fairly annoying, and I agree that it's horrible and not okay. The name, I think, is actually kind of cute, and I hope that one day we can take it or something like it and, you know, keep it for ourselves. That's something we turn into something good. And as for the whole telling YouTube before our husbands, for me, that probably will actually be true. But that's only because the way I'm going to tell my husband, if you guys are online before I happen to wake him up, then you're going to know before him. But it's not like I'm going to keep it for weeks from him or days from him or anything like that. So, you know, my thing is that basically I'm going to do my live pregnancy test and I'll upload that. But in the process of uploading that, I will make a video that announces it to him specifically. It will be a video specifically made for him. And then there's a fun little program that I will actually record this whole thing. There's a fun little program that my cousin made for me that will basically give our computer the blue screen of death, which is a total programmer thing. And there will be a link that tells him, you know, to fix it, he has to do this, this, and this. And he has to go to this link, which he'll click on the link, and it will be a video of me telling him that we're pregnant. So it's not like I'm keeping it forever and ever. So that's kind of my reaction to this whole Wombtube thing. I'm kind of over it. I've been contacted. I don't know if I will do this whole interview thing, but we will see. So I hope you are all having a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, ladies.